go. When I was young, they told me I should put the pencil away. I gotta color the picture because
You're listening to the Pickleball Lounge podcast, Toledo's home for all things pickleball. News, tips, and local action served weekly. Do it real quick, Sean, so it's not
Take a
audited.
breath before you start so that there's silence, okay?
Good?
Yeah, go.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Pickleball Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Eli Williams, and we're coming at you from the War Room, a.k.a. my garage. I'm here with some of my best buddies, Matt, Aaron, and Dylan. Finally got Dylan on air this time. Just coming at you with a buddies episode, some relatable content. No announcements. We're just going to kind of get straight into it. The first relatable topic we're going to talk about, something three out of the four have gone through. It is the burnout. Not life in general burnout. We've all gone through that. We're talking pickleball-related burnout. And the only reason I say 3 out of 4 is because Dylan started about a year after us.
August.
Okay, it might be more than a year. So he hasn't really gone through the struggle of really hating the sport. I've gone through it. I went through it probably starting in, actually, I want to say I've probably been burnt out on pickleball more than once. But my most recent was probably late September. We play, we're playing 4 times a week at some points. Summer was even more at some point. Like the year prior, I was doing 2-a-days, 5 days a week. Marriage was a little rocky. But yeah, Matt, kind of give us, how do you identify that the burnout is coming? Or does it just come onto you out of nowhere?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with pickleball is when you start, you immediately have that bug and all you want to do is go back and play, right? Mm-hmm. So it's literally the complete opposite of that. If I wake up in the morning and I'm just like, I don't have to go play pickleball this evening or whatever, or I'm not upset that somebody canceled and I'm not going to play, then it's like, yeah, clearly I'm going through something that I'm not just itching to get on court and play and practice. Mostly just play nowadays. But and then, of course, there's levels to that too, which I think is what you're alluding to here is you just took 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks off probably.
Yeah.
Aaron's been taking a bunch of time off.
Yeah.
I've certainly taken some time off recently, but I went through probably a good 4 to 6 week hiatus last winter for a couple of reasons. Is of course, if you're just playing too much, to be fair, there's a lot of drama around pickleball at times too. That it's just like I got a career and a family. I don't need this going on.
You don't need the extra
You know what
stuff.
I mean? It's like, and then when you mentioned this topic, like something also hit me is we play together, like the 4 of us, plus Caleb, plus a couple of others, constantly. And while I love you guys, we play the same people over and over and over. It's not even like a group of 12. It's literally a group of like 6 people. And so that does wear on you. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. Within those 2 hours, it's really fun, but it kind of gets mundane after a while.
That's a good point. I never thought of it like that. So that's kind of my take on it. I've gone through a couple of these, again, some more drama related where it's just like, I got to cool down and let stuff settle. Yeah, you kind of let pickleball become way too much in your life, which there's a good balance. And a lot of that, too, is you're doing tournaments at that time. Mm-hmm. You're stressed about duper. You're stressed about making good placement in tournaments. Like, I cared way too much about, there was one tournament in Troy you and Bill played in actually, and I just got absolutely worked, and I let it ruin my week. I'm like, you can't do that. Like, that was also the time where I'm like, I'm a pro. I'm going pro. And, buddy, I'll be lucky to be the best player in Toledo ever. So it's like, I'm not going to go be playing the Daytona, you know what I mean? Right. So it's not going to happen. So, yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt. But yeah, that's kind of, Aaron and I have played tournaments. Dylan has just gotten into playing tournaments this
here, right?
Yeah, I've played, 3?
Yeah, I don't know that answer. Yeah, I went down and watched you and Caleb play that one. You and Matt have played one.
Yep.
Me and Matt have played 2.
You okay? So
2.
I now know the answer. It's 3. But yeah, Aaron, you took off time the same time I did. I kind of got you into a hobby that takes a lot of the time, and
Yeah.
it's not even that it was pickleball that made you burned out. It was another hobby that took your time, and then you're like, I don't want to do anything but the other hobby.
Yeah. And I think that just comes with an addictive personality. It's
Yeah.
just once I start getting going into, a new hobby, I'm fixated on it. I want to become as good as I can be with it. And same thing happened with pickleball then too, is once I got into that, I just went full in on it. So hunting's kind of taken over on pickleballs, I would say.
Is it going to come back to you, do you think?
Oh, it absolutely will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already kind of itching to get back a little bit. I'm still playing, once a week right now. So, yeah, I'm sure that the bug will come
Well,
back.
that's what you
so.
said the other day, because you took a little bit of a break, and
I took, like,
you
7
told him you were
weeks.
like, I'm so back right now. I'm so back.
It's funny. It's like when I'm hunting and I get away and I'm like, pickleball. Oh, what are we talking about? I'm not going to play pickleball. Then you step foot onto the court and you're like, I'm
back.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, know that feeling.
Dylan, you haven't gone through it yet, pal, but it's coming. It's like kind of like you said. It's like you don't really feel it come on until it's like, oh, someone canceled. I don't care. You know what I mean? You don't. It's not like you hate it, but it's like you need a break from it.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, I come back from those breaks the best player I've ever been for like one time, and then I'm back to shit.
Yeah.
So, Dylan, it's coming. How do you keep it fresh? You loving it?
I'm liking it a lot. So the biggest thing is just balance, and that's with anything in life, is just like a work-life balance almost, and that's kind of including my hobbies with that. So I kind of limit myself to 3 days in a row of pickleball. Then I'm like, okay, that's kind of a lot on the family. Let me take a day or 2 off, and then I'll come back a couple days later, play a day, take another 2 days off, and then I can. So it's just like finding a rhythm on like balance.
Yeah. I think it's having a hobby is healthy. I think studies show that. When a hobby takes over, that's kind of like when it becomes a problem. And that was, I won't speak for you, but you were drilling a lot.
Yeah.
And then you're playing a lot, and then your tournaments on the weekend. That's where I was, obviously, and it becomes too much part of it becomes the only thing.
Right.
Like when people think of you, they think of pickleball, and that's fine if that's all you got, but I've got a family, I've got other things going on, and I love pickleball, and now, obviously I'm back. I'm now setting up groups to play again, which I was like, I don't like it the other
You
day.
haven't done that in a while.
It's been a minute.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, I
It's been a
was.
while.
Go ahead.
You guys, Dylan's pretty good at it, but
Here we go.
Aaron, Eli, Caleb, these guys are the worst. They never like actively try to play pickleball.
I know.
It's like we have to beg them,
No.
or we have to invite them. So then it's like, do these guys even like me?
No,
like,
we
what's
love
going
you.
on here? I don't even understand.
I did
Not
set
that,
up.
not that at all. Yeah.
I've set up the last 2
You
groups
have.
now.
I'm very
I am
proud of
back
you.
home, baby. That's probably part of the burnout. It's like it's not even that I'm trying to avoid. It's not like I'm not going out of my way to play.
Well, there's a lot of coordination to make sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Actually, let's talk about it. You know what's funny that is not talked about is trying to get 4 people on a court.
Yeah.
Because everyone works a little bit different. I've got kids here. He's working a different job. You're working downtown. He lives in Perrysburg. It's like, can everyone get here at 5:30? He had something the other day. He's like, 5-ish. So I'm like, do I get there early and look like an idiot? And the other day, I got there like 30 minutes early thinking you guys were going to be there. And I'm just sitting there scrolling on Instagram. I'm like, never again. But yeah, honestly, it is extremely hard to get just 4 people on a court twice a week, honestly. Like I asked for Monday. He's already out because he's hunting again. You know who's the worst? Is Ogle when it comes to confirming
For sure.
confirming that he'll say like yes like a week early, and then we'll be
And then
like,
forget
Caleb,
about
are
it.
you sure? Caleb, are you sure? And then nothing, and be
Ghost.
like, in. I'm like, okay.
Or he'll be like, oh, I forgot I confirmed with somebody else.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, the double.
Well, that's the
giving you
thing
crap.
too. Like,
Dylan did double dip on us the other day.
No,
We
I
had
did
the-
not.
Let's hear it.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear the
So-
story, pal.
I got a text asking, and I was invited to a group. I said, "Hold on, let me check with the wifey and the family."
Yep.
We are your wifeys.
Waited 4 hours. All right. Didn't hear nothing from you guys. I didn't hear if anybody had a court. You know, like sometimes during the week, last minute, it's super hard to get a court. 4 hours later, I said, "Yeah, I should be good Tuesday, but I can't this day, whatever." 6 minutes later, I checked the timestamps. Matt texted the group chat and said, "Hey, I have a court tomorrow at 5:30. Do you guys want to play?" I'm like, "Bruh." Like, and then I don't want to be that guy
Yeah,
to,
No, it's acceptable.
because like then it's weird if you show up there and
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like they
know.
see you playing with another group, they're like, "I
Bro,
invited you."
I looked at you over there like I lost a girlfriend. I was like,
You're just like returning a serve, just looking
you know,
over.
I'm like, what's he doing?
Been
Who's
there.
he with? Yeah, honestly, it's, you know, going back to it, there is a lot of unneeded drama when it comes to pickleball.
Yeah.
I've been a part of it. Aaron's not been a part of it because he just doesn't care.
It's
Yeah.
facts, yeah.
Yeah.
You are like the most blunt person when it comes to
Oh yeah, straight up.
Confrontation or anything.
like drama.
Yeah,
and
he
shit.
clears the air pretty quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't eat onions in his truck, and it's
Didn't-
fine.
Don't do it.
But yeah,
Be allowed back in.
story for another time. The time is right now. Just kidding. Yeah, too much drama when it comes to pickleball. I think it goes to a part of making pickleball too much of your life. You take things
Yeah.
way too personally, and there comes a point when you can't do anything but take it personally when
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, like you develop relationships with these people. Like
100%.
Caleb and I've been playing with him for almost a year and a half straight. Like I've been seeing this dude twice a week for the past year and a half. So
Yeah.
like he's what I would consider one of my good friends. But even just like, I mean, you guys are obviously my great friends, but even people like Jenna and Leslie and Rob and them, like you form a type of relationship.
Yeah.
with them.
Right.
When anything happens, it's easy to kind of
100%.
get in your feelings about something or
Oh,
whatever.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like even when someone says no, I'm playing with a different group. I'm like, why didn't you cancel for me?
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy that's like
Yeah.
hurts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like you signed up for a tournament without me?
Yeah, you know, I joke with
Honestly,
Caleb about it.
thankfully, that stuff does not bother me anymore, for
Yeah.
sure. But there was a time, of course,
100%.
where, especially early on, when it was a lot less competitive people. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people who have gotten up towards
100%.
our level, so
Yeah.
so there's a lot more people to choose.
You can
from,
share.
I suppose, or
Almost.
share and
Yeah, I
stuff like
think-
that, which I like because we all rotate tournaments and stuff, which is great. But even just a year ago, it's like everybody kind of had their partner or two maybe, and that was about it. And if
Yeah.
anything ever went outside of that, it was like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
I honestly think we have one of the healthiest friends groups when it comes to like
For
us
sure.
six
Yeah.
or five. Have stayed pretty consistent. I've played a tournament with Matt. These two have played. He and I have played.
Yeah.
You and I have
Yeah, I
played.
played
Those
with
two
Matt.
have
Yeah.
played. So it's like, and honestly, you can be mad at the tournament, but as long as you don't bring that back, that's
Yeah.
the big deal.
100%.
Like
Yeah.
you can care about pickleball, you can be a jerk, like in the moment. You obviously don't want to be. You know what I mean? You got to vibe well to win games, honestly. But we don't bring it back, and if we do, we kind of squash it
Yeah.
pretty fast because it's not that serious, right? You know, if I didn't want my duper to dip down below 5-0, then I would care a little bit more. But dude, I'm a 4-4 or something like that. Don't care, dude.
Yeah.
Really don't. Like I'm gonna eventually try to get to 5-0 just for fun, and it's be with one of you guys or Caleb. And if it gets there, it gets there. But like, I honestly, I don't know what we do besides that to keep it healthy. I think we text each other outside of and keeps things light and fun. Never, honestly, we get upset in rec games, but it never becomes personal. And I honestly don't even know what to attest that to other than we're just kind of laid back with the sport anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Same kind of sense of humor. Like
Yeah.
I
Yep,
mean, that's
agreed.
like the biggest thing, and we come here and hang out, smoke cigars. Like,
Yeah.
we just enjoy
Yep.
same kind of personality.
We need to get a hobby that Matt enjoys.
Yes.
Cigars are not it.
Not
He's honestly been
it, boys.
He's
Not
been
it.
a trooper with this episode so far. We're all gonna have to go to like Rice Boulevard.
Anything food related. I'm
Yeah,
in.
all right.
Hey,
It's hard to keep. You see, friends groups break up in pickleball. Like I've seen it.
Yeah.
You've seen the fights at rec games. Same humor goes a long way. I'm not gonna say we don't care about pickleball because we obviously make plans to go play pickleball, but we don't care. We care more about each other than we do care about the game.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
if we were all like we're never gonna play pickleball again, I doubt that there would go. We would still hang out somehow. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys could probably break my heart and be like, "That's actually not true off air," and that would hurt me, and I would have content for the next podcast. But I really do like pickleball. I don't hang out with anyone now outside of besides one other person. Like it's all pickleball related. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to talk about pickleball to have something in common.
Yeah.
I really don't know where I was going with that, but I really enjoy our friends group, Caleb included. He's elsewhere today. He was invited, no invite. Or I did invite, no acceptation. But yeah, our friends group is. How long have we been playing, Matt, together? Same time you guys.
I don't know, a year and a half maybe.
Yeah,
I feel like I probably played 6 months before we met or so.
Okay. Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to even think of when I even started to.
I mean, we've all been playing about 2.5 years, right?
I think so. Just
2.5
about.
sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, two.
So I would
want to
say
say
at
about
least
2.
a year and a half of that, probably.
And that
I'd
is
say even longer than that for me and you.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
Probably
2
2
years.
2 years. Yeah.
It's hard to keep a friendship together actually that long, especially with like guys that are extremely competitive.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Aaron, you can talk about it a little bit. Like you're probably the most laid back one in our group. When it comes to pickleball and drama, how do you kind of go about it? I know it doesn't touch you much.
Yeah.
And it's probably a hard question for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how the best answer is for that. I mean, more or less just being straightforward with somebody, you know, and not getting involved in any of the drama in the first place, you know. So
Yeah.
that's probably the best answer that I have for you on that one.
I don't like. How do you even avoid it? Like someone listening to our podcast is going to be like, "Oh, there's drama with pickleball. Why should I play this?"
Honestly, I think I'd say the last 6 months, we really haven't had to deal with nearly as much. And the simple answer is you just cut it out.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You just
For sure.
Stop playing with somebody, or you just ignore that situation, or whatever that is, and do the stuff that you actually want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I've done.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
kind of just cut it out.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to be a part of that.
No.
It is what it is. But
Yeah, for us, we're just having a good time. We're getting outside, we're exercising, and there's never been drama inside this group. It could have been with you and I.
Yeah.
But we talked. We were like,
we did.
We talked like, and I didn't even
wasn't-
know.
yeah.
Gotta hear it.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah, we don't. We don't have to hear it. No.
Off camera.
it could have been, but then you kind of say something about it. You almost get ahead of it. You know what I mean?
We literally sat down at Toledo Pit. This was like, I mean, we were playing like in the same groups,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This would have been last winter.
Yeah.
So Eli and I knew each other. We weren't. I wouldn't say we were really friends.
No, we
then,
just
right?
always going against each other, honestly.
But then once we joined Toledo Pickle,
Brought us together.
This group really started to come together,
Yeah.
which I'm very appreciative.
Yeah.
And literally one of the very first nights, I feel.
We just figured it out.
We sat down and had a drink, and we just addressed it right then and there, because it was I'm not. We don't need to go any further. But you just squash it, like Aaron said. So
you either squash it or avoid it, and sometimes like when you get big groups together, it is almost nearly impossible to avoid it. It's going to be around. It's if you feed into it, kind of both ways. You can either feed into the good side of pickleball, which we have, or you can feed into the negative part, which a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it until they're too far in there and they can't backpedal out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I ever crossed that line, but was hanging out in that space where I was probably near that line of some people may see drama around me, or this guy thinks he's better than everybody, and it was simply because I was playing a lot and drilling a lot and became very competitive. And so I've had to, not had to, but I've made sure very, very carefully over the last 7-8 months that I kind of take a couple steps back, re-engage myself with the full community, make sure that nobody thinks that, or hopefully 99% of people don't think that. And so
and I've even said on past podcasts, like this was when I was like deep into like loving. I do love pickleball, but like I was like competitor to the max. I would get together with you guys, and I've said it on. I have like, it's not a bad attitude. It's like I'm so competitive that I cannot stand who's ever on the other side of the court.
Yeah.
I've had to go into it, be like, these are just your friends. You're playing, just exercise, have fun. You can still try to beat them. Like, be a competitor. That's never going to go out of me. But have a better way of going about it.
Right.
And like I've even noticed myself like going into Toledo Pickle, everyone's like waving. I just give a wave, and I'm like, because in my mind I'm like, I'm about to go to war. You know what I mean? And
This
it's
is
like,
where Eli differs from everybody else.
literally. Like I look at everybody like, that's old pickle. You know what I mean? Now I go into it like everyone is just here to have fun.
Yes.
Why don't you do the same thing?
Yeah.
Like I have fun competing. No, not you. Let's hear it, Dylan.
Catching the smoke these days. Anybody can catch the smoke these days.
You hear that, Rashad?
Rashad got his pickle today.
I hope we're talking about pickleball. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear you though. Again, I'm super thankful that really just in the last couple months that I've been able to, I do take things very personally, just my whole life.
Same here.
Not just pickleball related. So stuff sticks with me, and I overthink and do all of that stuff. And so the last probably 3 months or so, I've definitely kind of, my mindset's totally changed. A lot more casual. Like I realized that pickleball genuinely has just become like an exercise hobby to me. I want to be competitive. I'm going to play in more tournaments and stuff, but the reality is I don't really want to go through the grind unless I'm preparing for something specifically.
Sure.
Yeah, it's exercise and probably a social
Exactly. So like
aspect.
if Eli and I sign up for a tournament in December, of course, I'm probably going to drill a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit more. I'm going to prepare my best and compete. But if I don't have anything coming up, I'm probably going to play twice a week. I have zero interest in drilling. None of that.
You ain't gonna
and
catch
I
me
go
drilling
in
right
and
now.
I'm having a good time, and that's it. So
Yeah, I'm the same way. You guys know, obviously, I warm up for 30 seconds and we're good to go. And
I've gotten to that point too.
I would like to point out that these last times I haven't complained about it. I've actually just gone through the motions for you guys, okay?
I was gonna ask you to drill this morning.
Me?
Before you canceled your court, and then I was like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Just was about to address that. Dylan asked me to drill, and I was like, not a chance, unfortunately. See?
left him on red.
No.
Not on red, but I was like, we can
Yeah.
play, but I'm not interested in drilling.
Yeah. And there might be a time, like you said, if there's tournaments, sure, I will probably not drill, but I will at least think about it. But I will take rec a lot more seriously.
About it.
Clip it. Anyway, when it comes to pickleball, I'm so thankful for this group because, and let's think about it like this: someone coming into pickleball for the first time, pickleball's blown up. Obviously, there's giant facilities everywhere. Someone comes in solo. How do you think they navigate trying to find those groups? Is it joining open play? Dylan, I was brought in by my father-in-law who kind of introduced me to groups. You kind of came in solo, just going to parks, and I met you at a park.
Yeah.
What was it like? Was it scary for you to begin with?
So There's actually kind of a funny story. So I was like, me and my brother, we just kind of picked it up and we were drilling by ourselves at the park, and I got bit by the bug, so I wanted to continue playing. So I heard about open play, all that, and I showed up to Rotary one morning after I finally talked myself into getting in the car and like driving there by myself, like, and I'm sitting there in the car. I'm like, am I really gonna walk up here right now and talk to these strangers
Yeah,
and like play pickleball with them? Like,
Yeah.
that's so lame. But I was like, you know what? Let me get out of my comfort zone, because I was also going through some like mental stuff, and I'm like, let me just challenge myself. Let me do something that I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah.
And just grow in that sense.
That's tough too.
Turned out to be one of the best decisions, because I met a bunch of cool people up there at Rotary. Still talk to them. That's where I met Caleb.
Yeah.
And the rest was history.
Yeah.
Kind of stuck with Caleb, and he brought me into your guys' group.
Yeah.
Just kind of holding on to his pocket everywhere.
Well,
he was crazy. So
yeah.
I'm like,
Caleb,
I'm playing with that guy.
here's the craziest story. Caleb was into it a little bit. I saw, so Caleb, I wish he was here. And I've said this on the podcast. Caleb and I went to high school together, graduated. We were on and off just talking, kind of. And it had been a couple years since I seen him. I pulled up to Strawberry, and this guy's playing. And I'm like, crazy, dude. And then he was playing it decently. And then he texted me one morning. This was when I was getting to like Rotary at like 6:45 a.m. playing with Brian Mashonsky, Scott, and whoever as the fourth. And Caleb's like, you want to play this morning? I'm like, yeah, you can get to Rotary at 6:45. I'll be here. He shows up at 8. He doesn't even have he uses my paddle and stuff. And maybe a couple months later, you show up.
Yeah.
And then Caleb was part of my group, or I got him into we weren't even a group yet. I was playing with people 30 years older than I was for months. And then I was like, oh, younger people do play it besides me. I'm not just out here working older folks, which I'm not talking about Brian and Scott. Brian and Scott are amazing.
ball.
You played. I played them.
Yeah.
Brian's a grinder, dude.
Absolutely.
Brian's a grinder.
No one's at Toledo Pickle more than Brian.
Yeah.
No.
That's a fact.
That is.
I mean, I know he works there, but he still plays.
He plays so much. And you know who else plays? And we'll send this to him, is Tim DeCant and his wife. They grind hard.
I
and
love
Lauren,
those
I'm pretty
two.
sure.
I've gotten to know them over the last couple weeks
Yeah,
specifically.
really
They're
nice
so good.
people. Yeah.
I was just talking to Caleb about that the other day. It's funny how pickleball kind of grabs a hold of these, not random people, but just people from all kinds of places. And it's you just see Tim and his wife over there drilling. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's people I would never expect.
People just have gotten so much better that we've been in the game long enough to see people at the very beginning and work their way up. It's really cool to see. Tim and his wife are one of them. Bill's, I think, has played longer than us. Bill DeVault, is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Has gotten extremely better.
Shane's
Shane's great too.
Shane's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a funny sport because you don't have to play long to get bit by the bug. It takes a little bit longer to get to where we're at. I'm not saying we're this is where it ends.
Yeah.
Enjoy, folks.
Might be for me. No.
Yeah, could be. If I keep getting burnt out, this is it. But yeah, it's cool to see people get better. I mean, you can kind of speak to it. Your dad has gotten a ton better. You've been playing with him for a long time.
Yeah, it's funny. That's kind of the story with how similar to Dylan, how I got started too, is just through my dad. And then same concept, like, man, am I really just going to go up there? But I mean, I'm a pretty social person, so I didn't really view it in the same lens as Dylan, but I did kind of feel a little bit weird just going up and just talking to random strangers. So
100%.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of like to just be easygoing with playing with whoever, just in the open play. And I think that for new players coming in, I think that's probably the best way is, just going in, and just asking, hey, can I play? And after that, I think you'll eventually, maybe you will, maybe you won't, and finding groups that you enjoy playing, playing with for long term. But I think that it doesn't take very much for you to start playing and you to then get hooked on it.
I'm
so.
sure there's the rare, not rare, I won't say rare because I'm sure it happens because human nature it's either great or bad. And some people, I'm sure, have gotten the bad part of pickleball, asking to be in a group. And I've heard of stories of people like turn them down type of thing. They won't play with beginners and stuff like that. That doesn't happen as much as people are welcoming to it. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm very much like you. I don't want to start something new, let alone go ask someone if I can start something new. You know
Talking
what I
with
mean?
strangers, bro. Like, not on my priority of
No,
things to
100%.
do. So
And I went at it with I had played, well, luckily I was brought in by my father-in-law. So I was getting introduced to groups, so I didn't have to go in solo. But when I did first play Rotary, I don't know who told me about it, like, hey, you should go play Rotary at this time. I walked in there with the biggest ego because I was the king of the YMCA all over by start. So I was thinking, if I'm going to go over here and just everyone's going to be like, can we play with you? And this is not how it went at all. Like, I was trying to get into Brian's group for like weeks. And like he would be like, hey, come play with us. And I'd just get absolutely worked. I'd be like, okay, there are levels to this.
Yeah.
But they're super welcoming. They're extremely nice. They better watch this episode or this is all for nothing. Yeah, I think when it comes to pickleball, the community around it, I think it's 90% great, 10%.
For sure.
People are kind of sticklers about it.
can we talk about those first few invites you get to like a group that's like in that
Oh,
next
sure.
level?
Brother,
You're
I'm
like,
showing my wife. I'd be like, like,
you're
I'm
like, hey babe, I'm going to play with Eli.
Going to the
now."
big leagues,
just so
actually.
you know, I'm a #1 player around here. Like, God, little do I know, like 9 people canceled, and I'm like the next one. I'm like, all right, get him. We know he'll say yes. But it does feel good. It feels good to be accepted, and I think that's human nature. You want to be accepted into it. And I've said this on past podcasts. I don't play open plays, and it's because, like, I just like playing with our group. Honestly, a lot of it has to do with I'm comfortable around you guys. I don't want to go out of my comfort zone when it comes to a hobby that I like. It's not that it will ruin it. It's just more like I'm comfortable with you guys. I'm playing with you guys. That's what I like. But honestly, pickleball has gotten me out of my comfort zone. We're all competitors. But out of high school, like, you were playing tournaments competitively, and I played soccer and basketball. And then you kind of lose that edge.
The competitive edge.
Yeah. So, like, the first tournament I ever played, actually, I played with Josh. But the first tournament I played after that, I can't even remember who I played it with.
I don't know.
think
Who
it
was
was
your
Toledo
first
Isaac.
like group? Who was your first kind of
Toledo
group?
tournament. wasn't it?
Yeah, I played with,
you guys were
I played
together for a
mixed, and
bit,
we
yeah.
won that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we won that.
Sean actually has the medal. It's over there. It's like that the Glass City glasses.
That one was sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty neat. I've got a couple of these with Aaron.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just you want that edge, but then you like the first tournament I ever played. It's like this giant weight is on your shoulders. Like the world depends on you scoring a point. It's like the atmosphere. Everyone is looking at you in that moment, and it's really like no one cares actually.
No.
Like it was just hard for me to remember my first tournament. It's not like I played hundreds. I played like 15 maybe. You know, it's like it's not as big of a deal as it seems. Like I you know, it's funny. I'm going off on a big tangent. Like when I was in high school, I remember like you forget homework or something like that. Didn't it feel like it was the end of the world that you were about to get a little in trouble from your teacher? And in hindsight now, oh, dude, that does not matter at all. I've got bills to pay.
Yeah.
Like it really doesn't matter. And I remember my dad telling me that it's not the end of the world. But at the time, it feels like it. And I think that's where nerves come in to pickleball. I remember playing, I got to a point in the tournament where I'm like, this isn't going to matter in a week. Just play you. And it's like some weird weight was lifted. And I'm like, you play much more free when it's not, you take some pressure off yourself. You don't deserve that. Pressure is a privilege. That's what they say. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that.
So why don't I use that to the best of my abilities? It's not like I don't care because another tangent. If I act like I don't care, I become a different person. And it's like I'm almost acting like I don't care, and I have like the worst attitude. I play extremely tight, and you guys can tell me you're new to tournaments. Tell me your experiences. How do you get when you play tournaments? I've played tournaments with everybody in here except you, and I'm sure we will at some point. How do you take it, Matt? How do you take tournaments? The pressure?
I mean, you get nerves every single time. I think we all do.
I definitely do.
Anybody who says
100%.
that they don't is probably lying. I'm just to some degree, right? I mean, at least those first few shots you're a little tight. You just want to see it go over the net. You're probably putting it into the net.
Been there.
And then you just kind of go from it. And as the day goes on, likely the nerves go away. Until you get to maybe if you're lucky enough to get further and further, then they come back, right? So nerves are normal. You just have to, I don't think there's any way to get over them completely, but playing more and more and more, which none of us really do probably enough to get to a point where we go into a tournament feeling like
rock solid.
Like minimal nerves. I'm gonna destroy everybody.
It's funny how you mentioned that too, because I think about tournaments in and of itself. It's like the first game, I'm so tight, I'm so nervous. You know what I mean? Like not hitting the shots, I'm not playing how I normally do, and then after the first game, it gets easier, right? And then if you do make it to quarters, semis, whatever it may be, then nerves kick back in. So it's like, it's interesting how that works. But any tournament that I've ever played, I've always been extremely tight on the first game, and then if I've made it to quarters, semis, whatever it may be, it's always been nerves kick back, and they sometimes are almost even worse than the first game.
Yeah, well, like because you've done all that work, and now you're at that point where it like means something.
Yeah, sure.
You know? So it's like,
Well, it's not like pickleball is 211. Like you'll have basketball games that are 15-minute quarters. You have a lot of time to figure it out.
Yeah, that is true.
Like if you get off to a 0-4 start, good luck coming from that in a podcast, in a tournament. Like I like the games that go to 15 because you.
I agree. Yeah.
4 it's a substantial amount, but it's it's doable in a tournament setting.
At the same point,
Exactly.
teams who are up a lot
Yes.
in a tournament, they get tight too.
Exactly.
I think every single one of us, maybe not in a tournament setting, I don't know, but have come back from a significant deficit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've probably been down in a tournament probably 8 or 9 before and come back and won.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Yeah.
And I've had the other way around too.
For sure.
Where I'm up
and then
and I
you
get smoked.
choke
Yeah.
and you're up 9-1 and you end up losing.
Yeah.
Like happened to all of us. It's going to happen to everybody,
100%.
literally, including the pros.
Including
happened yesterday. Or today.
Federico and Tyson were up
exactly 9-1.
9-1 and lost to Ben and
Johns
Gabe.
won.
So,
They won 10 in a row.
like, guys, the pros do it. The worst people do it. It is life.
Yeah, the other team gets warmed up like Ben and Gabe did, and good luck stopping a train that's going down the tracks. It's impossible. Like we had that tournament in Columbus for that tournament, and I was a little sick, but still, like the nerves were like heavy. Like you hit drops that are 6 feet over the net. It looks like a lob at that point, but it's like. Later that day, I was like, I got this guy right where I want him. Because you feel like you don't miss shots.
Yeah.
It's weird. You get this weird, even in
It's
rec.
called momentum. That's
Yeah,
exactly what it
100%
is.
what it
Yeah,
is.
once you get the momentum, once it shifts, you can feel it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I've been down 10-2 and came back and won in tournament games.
Yeah.
it's funny how momentum feels like a very tangible thing. Like not only for the players, but I mean, we went to Grand Rapids to watch the pros, and like when the momentum shifts, everybody watching can feel it too.
100%.
So like
The facial expressions show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
So it's definitely a very, very real thing.
Yeah, agreed with that.
And that's where timeouts become huge.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of stop that. I don't use timeouts nearly enough, and we're the worst at it. In fact,
Terrible, absolutely
we're like
terrible.
one more point.
Yeah.
One more point. Well, it's 11-1.
Okay.
We'll get back to the like where we're talking. Like, I probably should have called timeout. Yeah. Yeah, it was right times and wrong times to call timeouts. I don't know either. Like, I'm not comparing myself to Ben Johns whatsoever, but if my partner never called a timeout, I probably would never call a timeout.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever called a timeout.
Yeah.
It's only because you're scared too.
I like forget about them.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I've gotten very good at doing it, only because I've heard so many people who are much better than all of us, pros or higher level amateurs, say that the timeouts are like crucial. Yeah. Learning how to use them. And so the past two that we've played, Caleb and I played one recently, at least the last few, I've made sure to almost always use timeouts, unless we're like winning. Like the one in Cleveland, we were winning quite a bit. We were storming through, which is great. So we didn't have to use as many, but we did. I mean, if they got 2 or 3 in a row, it was like, okay, timeout. We're not letting
smart.
And honestly,
an underrated thing.
Yeah.
And honestly, offensive timeouts have become way more common now. Like if you go 3 times in and out with no points, it's like, what do we do to score against them? What did they adjust to that we aren't seeing and stuff like that?
I gotta start using my timeouts in open play, man.
If you call a timeout, I'm not warming up anymore. Yeah, dude. When it comes to tournaments anymore, I haven't played one since. When was that one?
August.
August
Was
was
it?
it?
So
It's August.
November now. I would like to play one in December. I'm up for grabs. Don't jump at once.
You and I were talking about it,
Let's
but
go.
then you went on your hiatus. So
I'm back.
Now
We're
that you've
so
opened the
bad.
door, I'll find one.
Is it the Santa Slam or something like that?
No, we're
We'll
not
talk
playing
about
that one.
Got it.
Too many Toledo people in that.
Yeah,
Which
there is a
brings
lot.
up another point.
Yeah.
Let's
of
go.
Local tournaments, and especially now these bash ones that everybody goes to.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Like at least for a little while. Next year, like I didn't do any of Bill's tournaments, and I actually had a conversation with Bill and was like, "This has nothing to do with like me not liking what." It's just
You don't want the competitive
We've
edge.
played all
Yeah.
the same people constantly, like over the winter and the MLP stuff and all of this. It's like I'm super over playing in tournaments against the same,
Sure.
especially the same people that I play rec with a lot of the time. So
you can find drama in that.
Yeah, I was
sure.
about to say. I mean, what's kind of your stance on that? Like, what's is it more like the drama base, or is it just what necessarily?
Well, I also just really enjoy just playing other.
Yeah,
honest.
and that's the best thing that
Which
I like
kind of
about
goes back to the whole like we play each other. We play together all the time, which in my opinion is somewhat, at least for me at times, it's like, again, it's very repetitive. So that can lead to, not necessarily burnout, but just like less interest in going to play sometimes. But we were just playing way too much. But there was a drama factor in my decision to not play any of the local tournaments this summer.
Sure. Okay.
So I skipped all of them, including the big Glass City one and all of that. Caleb and I played in that Bash one in October. There were 3 other Toledo teams in our pool.
Right.
And
And
it's
you
just
could
like,
call any
I'm
one
not
of those teams.
I'm not traveling up here to do
Right.
that.
Right.
You can play them right in Toledo Pickle if you really want
exactly.
Yeah, I agree
So,
with that.
So like I don't want to go play the one in December.
Everyone's playing
those
it.
Bash tournaments are great.
Yeah, they're
It's
awesome.
just they're so convenient for us that everybody's signing up for it.
Yeah.
And thankfully we've got a lot of people who can play in the same divisions, right? That's a great thing, but the tournaments aren't going to go out of their way to make sure that we're not in the same
Right.
pools
Yeah, they
and
don't
stuff
care.
like that. So I really enjoy, like Dylan and I went and found some very random tournaments where
those were nice.
we weren't going to see
Yeah, that one
anybody
in
we know.
Cuyahoga Valley was fun. That
Yeah.
us 4 went
So
to. That was great.
Those are a lot more fun for me.
For me, there's like a different switch when you're playing against somebody you don't know. Like it's easier for me to like hate you in my head if I don't know you.
I'm
So
gonna
it's
hate you
like-
regardless, but it's a lot easier when I don't know
Yeah.
you.
And like after the game, like dap you up, good game, you beat me, whatever.
Heck
Shit,
no, dude.
like-
I'm not. I'll dap up, but it's not okay. It
Well-
is like, you ain't getting an invite to rack for a
Guys,
while,
we
pal.
need to get Eli therapy. I'm a little worried.
I go to a dark place. Yeah, dude, like, I don't mean to cut you off, but to add to him, like, I do not, if I go and beat them, like, there was you and I's tournament in Wolverine, we played 2 players from Toledo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We ended up beating them. But, dude, oh gosh, if I would have lost that, I would have had a very, very hard time. Like, and Megan would have heard it all the way home. I'm not trying to go pay $75 for a tournament where I can just call up 2 people that I'm going to go play an hour away to come play at Toledo Pickle. I don't need that.
Right. I'd rather be prepping for tournaments with those people.
Exactly.
Sure,
yeah.
yeah.
To go play random people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll drive 2.5 hours. You said you have some. I think this was you. It could be someone else that they have a limit on what they'll drive for a tournament. Was that you?
No,
Maybe
that
someone
wasn't-
else?
no, that was
Well,
something-
no, it's not you because we drove all the way to Indiana for a tournament.
Yeah. And Columbus.
We
Yeah.
won. Yeah, Columbus is close enough that I'm like, yeah, that's doable. We played Cuyahoga Valley, which is
Akron area.
yeah.
I mean, like
but-
ideally, I'd like to be in like the 2 hours would be ideal.
yeah.
You know,
Depending on the start time too, like
the start
like-
time plays a big factor
Yeah,
into it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for that, forget which tournament it was. I don't remember who I played with at all, but I stayed the night before because our start time was like 7 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
I played with Mayan in a tournament. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Mayan.
Back in the spring, I think.
Back in
right?
the spring, yeah.
Last spring?
Mine's been on a tear.
Has he?
By the way, yeah, he's been grinding for sure. I haven't seen him a ton, but
Has he been playing
He's been
tournaments?
playing really well. Well, him and Ryan Early, who also is
He's been grinding
on a
hard.
tear.
Yeah.
Shout out to both of them. They're great guys. But they got silver in that bash tournament, 4-5.
Oh, really?
together. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
That's really
yeah,
good.
They played lights out, beat Caleb and I think it was 15-13. It was a tight one, but they played really, really well and then went on to get silver, I think.
That's,
so
yeah.
anyways, just,
Yeah, we've been playing with them since their start. I think around their start.
for sure.
They grind way more than I do. That's 100. Well, 99% of the people that grind harder than I do. I just wake up and go play pickleball. Honestly, which brings me to a point, fellas. What's our stretching routines? Because the day after I'm playing pickleball anymore, it's like I was in Vietnam for a year.
You have to stretch after you play. A lot of people miss that, but you have to stretch after you play. That's almost just as important as before you.
You don't want my input on this.
Let's hear
I'm
it.
very no. You guys
Are
go
you
first.
pro body? Like you try to do everything to
I
hit?
mean, I'm putting in
Oh, yeah.
work in the gym, and
Yeah.
it's not strictly for pickleball. Although I have switched my routines a little bit here and there
help
for like
recover?
more mobility and stuff like that. Part of that is also just due to being a little bit older, not 22 anymore.
Yeah, I
but,
felt that.
I've always been hard in the gym and stuff like that. So, and then honestly, when I started playing pickleball, a lot more stretching and like that too. So
Yeah.
I do it probably way more than most. So that's why I said
I probably do way more than Aaron, and I don't do any.
Stretching, never heard of it. Literally, yeah.
Water, never heard of it.
Same with water. Yes. Yeah.
same with water.
Aaron stretches taking off his sweatshirt.
Correct,
He's-
yeah.
And he's
That-
always like, yeah, I don't do it. I need to because, and this might be because I did take a break. My body wasn't used to it. It's all. I'll come back to this. Like when we were younger, 2 years ago, like we were that much younger. But I remember being able to play like 4 hours a day and being like totally fine.
Yeah.
Now we're, and you know what it is? I've just figured it out. Is we're playing much higher level games now. Our body's more tense and stuff like that. But yeah, now I play 2 hours and I'm like with you guys, and that's hard pickleball for 2 straight hours. The next day it is gruesome. I'm like, Megan, get the wheelchair out.
It's just like intensity, and
Yeah.
that's something that, I mean, you might get intense when you're starting pickleball. We're at like a medium level. Once you're here, you're like, everything is just faster. You're focused much more. You're
moving more.
You're arguably
Yeah.
moving.
I think that's the movement in
Yeah.
and of itself is that it's a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's probably, and not stretching, that probably
Yeah.
that probably
Yeah.
does play
We're
a
getting
huge
old,
factor.
Aaron. We've got to do it now.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it.
Probably not going to do it. I'm going to be honest, but
Here's a big tip for beginners, and like, you don't have wear on your body, but if you bend your knees at the kitchen line, you're so much more athletic to get balls.
Yes.
You don't do that at the very beginning of when you're playing, but if you're starting and if you want to bring yourself up to being quicker hands or getting balls that are lower behind you, bend your knees goes a long way. If like you're not in that athletic, almost like a defensive, like if you're defending someone in basketball, you're kind of low and your paddle's out in front, you can get behind you so much easier or between your legs like this guy. Because he doesn't bend his legs.
that is true. Yeah, it is underrated. Yeah,
It goes a long way.
Yeah.
Like when I can tell that I'm almost out of it playing is when I'm standing straight up.
Yeah.
I rely way too much on my hands, but if you get low, it gives you just a slightly bit more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You also look a lot cooler,
You
and
do.
you look a lot better. Like literally this morning, I told you guys, which is why I couldn't play, but I played with my boss and his friend group. They'd play just over the winter, like once a week, very casual. And I kid you not, we went out there to warm up. They hit one over the net, and it was like to my backhand, and I go down to, I try to have very good form, and that one dink, and he was like, "Oh God, this guy's a professional." I was like, "Oh boy, this is gonna be a long day." But yeah, it makes a lot of difference for sure. So
I'm not saying it's elevating you from a 4.0 to a 4.5, but I am saying that in a way.
it's gonna help.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you
Absolutely,
get
yeah.
athletic. It makes you look like you actually care.
Right.
Just imagine a basketball player standing straight up. They're getting crossed over. They're on the floor over there, and this guy's over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same way. I don't have any other tips to make you better at pickleball. I'm still working on that myself.
We are all going backwards, so it's okay.
We're regressing.
I'd say split stepping.
Split stepping's a big one. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Sean pointed that out to me at one point, and I had never thought about that because especially in the transition zone,
huge.
when I kept running through my shots,
Yep.
I thought about that, and I try to make that a big part of the game. I'd say split stepping and then bending the knees at the net. Those are two crucial ones.
Yeah.
Another one would be keeping your paddle up.
Yeah,
It's the one
100%.
that I always kept my paddle down.
We're not talking about up here.
Yeah, we're not talking way-
get it to the chest.
Yeah,
It's like
just
right
keep-
here to
yeah,
reset.
correct. Yeah. So those are three ones that I would say that would definitely increase.
Yeah. There's
you
a
know,
point. There's a point where the paddle's way too high. What are you doing up here? You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's where's the ball going to be coming?
You look like a rooster. Get her right here. And a big one too is this. A lot of people, well, especially as this game is developing, your slam most likely, like with us anyway, it's coming back a time or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a lot of times it was you slam through and your paddle's all the way over here. Mine's anymore, I hit it and it's right back to here because you have that backhand ready to go or open it up back to this side. That's another tip. I guess I got more than I think, but you just kind of have to think of the certain scenarios. Like your paddle's got to be back to the center as fast as you can anymore, especially with what ball you use. Here's another one. If you're using a Franklin ball, it's almost like using a beach ball anymore. Like for us, we've been playing with such a fast-paced ball now. You can slam that Franklin ball, and it's like some people's angles you're not going to get. But like with the Vulcan or the new Lifetime ball, if your paddle's not back to your chest, you're getting body bagged.
100%.
Especially with how paddles are made. You don't have to do a whole lot to get pop on balls anymore. Selkirk's extremely, they've got the boomstick that just comes straight back EULA. I can't think of any other ones. 2044, not a chance. I mean,
The Dura's kind of fast. Not like
the Dura's fast,
I can't stand the Dura. Oh my God.
it just looks like an egg after you use it for 4
Yeah,
seconds.
exactly.
Pretty accurate.
Yeah, Dylan's using a EULA. We're both using Selkirk. You're back to you're to the RPM.
The RPM.
How are you liking it?
Dude, I love it. I mean, the Pro 4 was my favorite paddle ever. I used 2 of them over the last, the beginning-ish I guess springtime is when I got them. I used 2 between then and about a couple weeks ago. Then James Ignatowicz came out with the RPM, and I started hearing amazing things. Essentially started hearing that it was basically a copy of the Pro 4 in the way it plays, that is. And it's very similar, but I do feel like it has a little bit more touch. I ended up ordering the 14 millimeter and the 16. I've only ever used 16, so I was super curious to use a 14. And I've actually been really enjoying it. It's not as like out of control as you would think. Everybody's like, oh, use a 16 because you won't pop as many up. And so, and sure, every once in a while, maybe, but I would say 98% of the time, it still feels very much
It's just
in control.
a smaller sweet spot in a sense, but it's not by a ton.
Right.
And do you notice more? And do you notice more power out of the 14? Or
I
no?
do. There's a bit more pop in it. It's lighter, which is the big thing. Hands feel a little bit faster at the
And that's where people
net.
can go wrong, is they get in front of it way too much and stuff like that.
But I do feel like I like it better for on the resets and things. That's the one area I've finally started after like a week and a half, kind of pinpointed of the difference. But anyways, I saw it immediately. I thought the pedals looked cool, which is why I also really wanted the Pro 4. I was like, that pedal is sick.
It's just
How much is that one?
Love the design. 250. Yep.
250. Do you have a code?
I do have a code. Yes, I'm not plugging it right here. We'll put it in the bio.
We'll say it at the end.
But I did. I was like, you know what? This is a brand new company, and James is clearly pushing the crap out of it.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I was like,
Him and
curious
Ryan
if,
Fu.
Yeah, I'm curious if they have an ambassador program because I really want it, but I hate dropping 250 on a paddle, admittedly.
But you still do it.
But you still do it regardless. So I was like, so I went and looked at and sure enough, they had an ambassador program, and so I was able to get in, which I assume they're clearly accepting a lot of people because I don't have that much of a following. But I did it through the Diabetic Pickleballer pages because that's my pickleball page.
Another plug.
Another plug. Go follow me. So
Shameless.
I did it through there, and they accepted me. So I got a couple paddles for discounted prices and things like that. I'm going to get a couple demos. I'm not going to be pushing them too hard, but anybody who wants to use them, please. They've been nice.
You know, here's the thing about pickleball. It has become, this isn't dramatic at all, but it's almost a pay-to-play sport in a way. If you have a crappy paddle, it's going to show. I've had my fair share of crappy paddles in my hands, I would know. You know, you'll have, you just take a speed up. With this paddle, a Yola or RPM, all you gotta do is hit it back a little bit, and that's pushing teams back. But then you'll have paddles that are crappy made, bad centers, that's barely getting over the net, sadly. And you gotta spend a little bit of money to have a good paddle. Really do.
The crazy thing is, though, on that is, especially this year, they've actually come out with, if you pay attention to a lot of the reviews and stuff, there's a decent amount of some of the best paddles out there that the paddle reviewers are doing that are performing almost equally as well as ours, that are in the 100 to 150 range. But the thing is once you get into the 250 range, you never want to take the step back. Like, it's just a mental thing.
Yeah,
it's not,
you feel like you're getting worse.
I could very easily go get a paddle that's probably just as good as mine for cheaper or close enough, right? But I do feel I like to invest in it. I love the look and how my paddles play and stuff like that. So, and I like to support certain brands.
Sure.
So that's why I kind of went this way, and I'm willing to spend a little bit of extra money. Thankfully, I'm in a position that I can do that. So, anyways.
Yeah, I'm in like a funny area with that because I like my Pro 4 very much. I've had that for so long, but I'm at the point where I need a new paddle. So I've been kind of doing some research, and what's the cheapest paddle on tour right now? Is it Gabe Tardio's Vantage Pro?
Probably.
I was looking at that. That's only
I almost
like
grabbed that.
$130 or something like that.
That's
wow.
not
That's
And a lot of times on Black
Yeah.
Friday, you can get 2 for like I forget what it was, like 2 for $150 or something like that. So,
Tina Piznick's, do you know how much hers is? The
I
Warping?
don't actually.
I've never seen anyone besides her use it, actually.
I'd be curious to know what the cheapest paddle on tour is.
Yeah.
Well, J-Dubs and Georgia's, the ones that they used, wasn't super expensive at the beginning.
Right.
J-Dub was using a Franklin, wasn't
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah, still is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they're a
That's
little
like-
bit more up there now. They've
he? Yeah, that's like 220 or something.
Yeah, 200-ish.
Yeah, and all the brands that we've said, they have lower end paddles.
Yeah.
For all of them, except RPM, they probably just have the.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
I imagine that's coming. But
Yeah,
who knows?
I'm sure. It really is. It's you need good. You need a good paddle if you want everything that we have. You know what I mean? You put weights on it, you get a bigger sweet spot. There's science to it. I don't get into it very much. I just have like the tungsten around the bottom. You weight, right?
I have a.
You don't weight at all, do you?
I do.
You do.
I do. Yeah.
I don't know anything.
I have a little bit, and like the biggest.
I don't.
The biggest thing is just feel for me. Like, I'm afraid to order that Vantage Pro, the one that Gabe uses, because I've never hit it, and I don't want to hate it when I get it.
Yeah, certain paddles for certain people, 100%.
And I know what a Pro 4 feels like, and I know I'm going to love it. So it's like, why would I not get this paddle again? Maybe because of the price tag on it, but
Yeah.
Aaron didn't like your comment.
You
He said,
that was coming.
"Don't you dare say that again." I'm just kidding. No, yeah, it really is. It's like I like the Yola a lot. There's paddles that I've had. Man, I'm like the king of switching up paddles.
Yeah. Which is fun though.
yeah,
right?
100%.
I mean,
100%.
it's fun to try new things, but to your point, we're investing in this.
Yeah,
and you don't want to
100%.
buy something.
$250 is a
Yeah.
lot of money.
The
dude.
good news is there are ways to do it where you can return
Yes.
within 30
Yeah.
days.
Yeah,
which is
Pickleball
really
Central,
nice.
I think, does that or
Yep,
something
and some
like
of the
that.
companies are doing it
Okay.
directly too. So.
Honestly, someone could make a fortune in our area that just bought all the paddles, and you can test them and
Yeah.
buy them from there to make $1 zillion. Sean started that, patented it already, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think that's the same way with shoes. I mean, you wear Babolat,
Babolats.
you wear Nike.
Nike for the most
I
part.
wear
yeah.
Adidas, Caleb wears. He wears On Clouds. Honestly, shoes do matter, 100%. If you're comfortable in the court, you're going to play more comfy and stuff like that. But it doesn't matter as much, I don't think.
Yeah.
Paddle, it's a big deal. For beginners, there's plenty of paddles for $150 that you can get that are good paddles.
Even 100. I've pushed. And,
Fridays
and
are decent.
I believe Rashad posted it today, but those Friday paddles are great ones.
Yeah,
Those are only
100%.
like $60 too.
Yeah.
Two for
I got-
100,
Two
I
right?
got my
100
mother-in-law
maybe,
one,
yeah.
and it's
I've
perfect.
given
Brownie points?
a lot of
There you go.
recommendations for those specifically. I've never hit them a day in my life.
Me neither.
I'm dead serious, but I've heard so much about them that I'm confident in.
They just came out with shoes.
Did
Friday
they?
Pickleball.
I
I
didn't
just
see
saw
those.
an
They're
announcement.
not that bad, dude.
Yeah.
They're not that bad.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Here it comes down to this. If my shoe, I want my shoes to be pretty drippy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want them to look
True,
pretty
yeah.
good. His On Clouds look great. Your Babolats. You're due for new shoes, and so am I.
Wow.
Respectful. No, listen. No, I'm not saying the drip because I don't play as much as you do, and my tread's wearing. So yours have got to look like bald tires.
Mine aren't that bad. I'm a smaller individual, so they wear
fair.
a little bit
Yeah.
slower, but they are pretty.
That was a shot at me, and no one saw that coming. Sean
I'm not
comes on
huge.
camera. Marcus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is true.
Rashad,
That is true.
Yeah.
Rashad always has a different
I
pair
know.
of shoes
Every
time I see
Instagram
him.
reel I see, I'm like, this dude is a shoe peddler. My goodness. Yeah, that's the only part of my shoes that I'm like, obviously.
I wasn't even like that in the shoes until I started playing pickleball.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? It's hard to beat just the all white shoe, to be honest.
For
with you.
sure.
It
For
looks
2 days.
crispy.
For 2 days.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude, my
Until
shoes
they're
are
dirty.
looking brown. I'm like, how did that even?
Yeah.
I'm going nowhere besides here with these shoes, but
I don't know.
What's wrong with an all black shoe?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
and we're back. And we're back. No, I've never had. You know what it is? I feel like they don't ever have an all black shoe when it comes to tennis. Do they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm colorblind.
it's not all black. Like there's black, but like the bottom is,
You know what it is?
white, or
White,
the
yeah.
logo is white or something. So
I
it's
don't
not
see color
straight.
that way. I just see all shoes are equal.
Oh my God.
You gotta shop at the right store.
All shoes matter.
Yes.
This is true. This is true.
All shoes
God, that was
100%.
hilarious.
All paddles matter, except one brand. Got ghosted. That's
I
besides
was
the
waiting
point.
for it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, you know what it is too? Here's the thing, folks. There's going to be a lot of people around here, not around here, just in general, that are going to be pushing crap paddles. And Matt is not one of them. That RPM paddle, I've played against Matt. His drive is extremely scary.
It is, yes.
It like,
And I'm not even a guy who's known for the drive.
no,
Dude, that thing is like a rocket coming
it is
at me.
a rocket. I wear a cup now to play pickleball. So honestly, we'll post the plug late, but RPM is a great paddle to buy. I don't think I know anyone else that has.
Yeah. Bill does.
Bill?
Bill's loving his too.
Oh,
yeah.
he's okay. That's cool, actually.
Yeah, he got his before me actually, so he really likes it.
Are there any pros using them?
Yeah,
James
Ryan
Ignatowicz.
Fu and James
Ryan
Ignatowicz,
Fu,
but
okay.
they're blacked out on tour.
Yes.
because they don't.
Let me get one of them.
Well, yeah.
Let me
you
get a
could,
blacked out one.
because they don't have the.
Yeah.
That actually would
You know,
be fire.
some
would be
paddles
fire,
are
yeah.
doing too much.
Yeah.
I
Correct.
like,
I-
honestly,
yeah.
with
Let's
this
talk
paddle,
about the new Yolas, man.
the Razor.
Whatever they are,
Yeah.
the multicolor ones. I'm like,
Well, no, there's
too much.
there's an
That's
even
why I like
newer
the
one now, the
simplicity.
Razor.
Yeah.
The like the
green one.
yes.
Yeah.
The flamingo?
Flamingo.
Peacock. Yeah.
The
Yep.
peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
What are we
looks
doing,
just
going
like the
through the
flamingo,
birds?
but it's different colorway. Yeah.
Huh.
Pretty cool. It
I
is.
actually
like
do
it.
like the color scheme of Proton a lot. It's pretty unique.
Proton's another great company. I had a couple of their paddles.
You
and
did.
did,
I
yeah.
forgot about
I
that.
love them. I only went to, again, I like trying them out, but I would go back to Proton in a heartbeat.
You know, I'm curious, Sean, as well. He said, you know what's funny is it seems like 6-0s are losing a lot of their
Yeah,
people. Like
they were so hot for
They were,
for a
and
while.
I don't know what the dealio with Zane Ford was, but Jalmay leaving them was pretty random. I don't know
Yeah.
anyone else that uses them now. Do you?
I don't know anyone. No.
Yeah, it's.
I know
I-
there's a couple.
It's
but
a solid paddle, dude.
If
Yeah.
you're
It's still
if-
really good.
100%.
I
If you're a
love that
beginner
paddle,
to
dude.
where we're at, if you're playing, those paddles are great.
Mm-hmm.
The number one reason is you're getting your bang for your buck when it
Yeah.
comes to durability.
yeah.
Those things last forever. What do you got, Sean?
Run it.
Fired. Yeah, I think 6-0 durability is 100% the reason I stuck around them for so long.
Yeah.
I could pay $150 and have that thing for like 9 months, and
Yeah.
it didn't seem like the sweet spot was wearing out.
Yeah.
I had the Ruby, and I thought,
100%.
yeah, the Ruby was
That was
a great.
Kevlar, so that was different.
That was, I think that was what, like the first paddle that they had
Yep.
was with the Kevlar face, and I had that paddle for probably about
You
6,
had a
8.
couple of them, didn't
I had
you?
two. I had two of them. Yeah.
Who's dealing?
Yeah, I was selling them, slinging them on the side. But anyways, yeah, I didn't think that. I thought that the face was the only thing, like the grit was the only thing that did start to
Yeah.
wear down. But I
That's
mean,
natural.
natural with almost any paddle, right?
100%.
I mean, I think 6-8 months out of a paddle, if you're playing, you know,
It's great.
four to five times.
If I get 6 months out of a paddle, it's fantastic.
yeah, especially if you're playing heavy time,
Yeah.
you know, heavy use out of it. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
like last year I was playing 2-a-days for a while, and I was going through paddles every 3 weeks. Or 3 weeks. Gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
3 weeks, man.
Yeah, every 3 months or so.
Yep.
Like it was like, all right, time for a new one. And I would always get them from you guys know who I would always get paddles from. He wins them from raffles and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
This was my first paddle that I bought fully new.
Really?
100%. I'd always get them like,
crazy.
well, actually, they were new when this said person got them, so they were new. But this was like, I went to the store, I bought it, and I was like, 2.5 years into pickleball, and that was my first time. You know, it was funny. I always went to So said person, because I was comfortable,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to go to the store to buy a pickleball paddle for whatever reason. Like, why am I scared to go buy a pickleball paddle? I was like, oh, nerd alert! Like, I thought that's what they're gonna do.
Right? Yeah. This guy's in the pickleball section.
Yeah, he must be single. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was weird. It just went out of my comfort zone to buy a pickleball paddle. I know it's weird. Now that I say it, I make myself sound really bad. But yeah, it's.
Dylan, you might want to edit that out. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
That doesn't look good on camera. I don't photograph well, neither when I talk. I'm not a gear junkie when it comes to pickleball at all. Don't know how much this thing weighs, don't know how long the handle is.
Yeah.
I tried it from Connor Massell. That's another one who's a brand ambassador, Connor. We had him on, 8 episodes ago or something like that.
One of the early ones.
Yeah, it was, sure was. Had a kid. But he pushes Selkirk. I don't think there's anyone else around here that does that. At least
Not
good paddles.
Not Selkirk, no.
No, no one's a EULA rep. That would be nice, actually. What? So being a ambassador, Matt, what is that? What do you get?
Basically discounted paddles. There's no real requirement to like how much you have to like. It's just if you do post, make sure you tag them. And you're not like I could be an ambassador for other companies too.
Yeah.
It's not just a singular thing.
Yeah.
So
Is it like a year long or?
that's actually a good question. I don't actually remember
Yeah.
if there was a time period on
You
it.
have to use RPM the rest of your life.
That's
now.
right. Yeah. No. So it's pretty casual, and of course it's a big marketing piece for them.
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
Of course,
Yeah.
that's why they do it. But I knew it was a paddle I wanted to try.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get my hands on it as early as I could, so I gave it a shot. And
You know, a lot of things with buying paddles is I am buying that paddle for the person on tour that's playing with it a lot of times. If like you're a jerk on tour, I'm not buying your paddle. I bought this honestly because Rachel was using it on tour, Catherine was using it. I was like, I really like them as players. I think Jack Sock at the time was using it.
Yep.
Now he's back. Everyone's to the boomstick, of course. I buy this and like 3 weeks later, like, here's the boomstick, even better than this thing. I'm like, fantastic. Except the price tag on that is, what was it?
$330.
$330.
A bit steep for a paddle, I think. But
yeah.
For a
it's-
paddle that's gonna wear out in
That's the problem.
4 months.
That's the problem. Like I've like that type of investment, you need it to last
right.
long.
Or you have to be in another tax bracket to not care.
Sure.
Correct.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. We're just now. It just sounds like we don't have enough money to buy paddles. But I feel like there's zero chance that I'm buying 3 of those paddles a year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
The era was 200.
I think it's 200 even, yeah.
I'll take 200.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A EULA's 230, 250 for the RPM. There becomes a point, and this goes with the burnout, you get tired of buying stuff. At those times, I was buying cheap shoes because I was going through them so much, but obviously the better shoes you buy, the more they last. I was trying volleyball shoes.
Yeah.
That's how I was trying to find a way around the wear and tear. I literally had to take these volleyball shoes back in 3 days.
Yeah.
I took them.
Yeah, I don't think it lasted you very long.
No,
Not even
I
a
took
week,
them back to
think.
Shoe Carnival, and I was like, what happened to my shoes? It's been 3 days. They don't know I'm like on a tennis court service ripping these things. They're like, we've never seen this before. You play volleyball? I'm like, the ball's going over a net. So honestly, you really do have to buy court-related shoes. I've learned that. I used to play in Hoka's.
Yeah.
Kind of a hot take. I enjoy the process of like looking for shoes, looking for a paddle. I like enjoy
Sure.
like picking out your drip, you know,
Yeah.
like
The
just like
research.
little
Yeah.
accessories, like the edge tape on my paddle, just
Yeah.
kind of like making myself unique. Like kind of enjoy that.
I wear the same
sense.
3 outfits to pickleball anymore. It shows.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too, though.
Yeah. I used to be so flamboyant. I'm not sure if that was the right word.
It is.
Yeah,
If
like
it-
I used
if
to wear.
what you're gonna say is
I used
what
to
you're
wear like
gonna say.
bright colors,
Yes.
like you know those
Yeah.
camo
Pink
shorts.
shoes are a bold move, you know. What
Did
I
I
mean?
have pink shoes at one time? Did I?
Did
Yeah.
you? I
Well,
feel
you
like
had the
did.
pink and white Skechers.
I didn't
right?
like the way that sounded like Judge, man.
We don't forget.
People don't forget. Pink
Yeah.
Skechers, I
Yeah.
did have
The pink
those
Skechers.
win hard.
Yeah.
Actually.
Those were cool.
The McGruffins.
Yeah.
The lime green Bobalats.
Those go
Those
hard.
are bold.
I didn't have those.
No.
They're
But I'm
just-
just saying,
yeah.
like in general.
Yeah,
Dude, I think that investing into shoes, I think that's
huge.
I think it's
it is. Yeah,
it's
No,
bigger than the
Yeah.
paddle,
You're right.
especially for how long that you're going to be on a court for.
That's a hot take, actually.
I think
I don't
that-
think that's how. I think that's.
I mean, I think that that's valid, especially for a new player. I
Yeah.
think that investing in the right, because I was doing the same thing, investing into cheap, crappy shoes that I'd get at Dick's or whatever.
Yeah.
$80 for the shoe, my feet killed, and I switched over to OnCloud. Not getting a sponsor out of this one, but I will say, OnCloud's out of all the
Yeah.
shoes that I have wore, I've tried quite a few. I haven't tried the Babolat's.
Yeah.
OnCloud definitely by far was the most comfortable.
The warranty's insane.
And the warranty with it as well too. So I think that I mean your first initial price point of purchasing the shoe is more of the upfront cost, but the warranty with it kind of. I mean, it makes no sense. It's a no-brainer for you to be going out there and
And
purchasing
it's an
them, too.
investment on your body too.
Correct,
Whether it's
yes.
your ankles, your knees, like that goes
Yeah.
from the ground up. Like
I kind of like that we're not very unison in what we have. Like
Yeah.
you have we have the same paddle. You have a paddle that's different than all of ours. Same with Caleb. Caleb was the first one to branch out the Franklin.
Yeah.
I kind of like that we're not all in unison because we
Yeah.
all get to try different things and
Yeah.
things like that.
well, the first day Caleb got his Franklin, he like didn't even hit a ball with it. He was like, "Wanna try it?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, bro, dig with it for a little bit.
Right.
I'll try it later. Like,
Yeah, Caleb's very giving when it comes to that. Give you a plug, Caleb, for not being here. Going back to gear, I could care less when it comes to what I look like anymore. Tournaments, all right, guys. Should we be matching while we're playing pickleball tournaments? Yeah. That's, I mean,
You
Ben
can't match.
doesn't. Ben doesn't when it comes to the men's side, but
Yeah.
he will for Anna Lee because I'm pretty sure Anna Lee's.
Well, they're supposed to. That's like a
You're
rule.
supposed to.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, actually.
So that's why he's closer than he used to be.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They're. I think this year they put in some
It's like a
regulations.
uniform now.
Yeah. Which they seem to be pretty loose on it still.
Yeah.
But there is technically a
Ben
rule
barely
there.
matches
You-
with himself.
Yeah, right.
You know?
He gets the same color,
That's a
but
good
it's
point.
never
Yes,
the same shade
exactly,
or anything like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And if you're the GOAT, you really don't got to
Yeah,
match. You know what
right.
I mean? Well, that wasn't going to be as hot of a take as I thought since there's an actual rule on it. But
Yeah, I personally like to try and match. I mean, it's not like any of us wear like super bright colors often, so like I wear a lot of black.
Yeah, that's
honestly.
Yeah.
same.
I mean, I
with me.
do have like blue shorts and stuff, but navy, black, gray. I'm
Yeah.
a very neutral colored guy for the most part.
Yeah.
So,
I'm the exact
Yeah,
same way.
so if we
Yeah,
can
no.
both throw on gray shorts and a black tee or whatever
Sure.
it is, then
I think I actually, you know what? I should backtrack because I actually text both of you
Yeah.
that we should match.
Yep.
So
And I straight up definitely
You
forgot.
feel like we're in
I
like-
definitely
you
forgot.
forgot. Yeah, 100%.
We're
Kinda
not in
like the
it's
extension
not like
cord.
we're in identical like
Yeah.
Nike black, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's
it
like,
does look
Yeah.
very good when
Yeah.
people do that. They just, for some reason in my head, I thought that was going to be a hotter take, and it's
Yeah.
really not.
I'm-
It just looks
maybe
good.
for some, but
Yeah. I think it just looks good. It really does.
I feel like if you match head to toe and you lose, it's just
That's
like,
Yeah,
It's
like
a bad look, man.
Yeah.
I agree with that
yeah,
one.
that's why I don't. I see a lot of people pull up and they've got like the Selkirk gear down to their
Yeah.
belts. They're like,
Oh,
all
yeah.
right, buddy, you just lost 11-4.
Yeah.
Not gonna buy a
with that
Selkirk.
like camo Selkirk shirt
It's
every time.
funny
That,
because-
that shirt's kind of fire.
I'm
Bro,
about to wax.
That is the exact shirt I was picturing in my mind.
Me too.
When
when
we
you
were
said
in
it.
Columbus, we beat two people, or one guy that was.
Me and Jack have played against guys like that.
Yeah.
And,
but they look good doing it.
Yeah.
And
They're the
think it
guys
was
that
in-
say we're sponsored instead of we're ambassadors.
right. Exactly.
And
you know
they're
what's
not.
funny? They
Big
did.
difference.
Yeah.
they did say that they were sponsored by
Kyle,
them, too,
you're
yeah.
not even close,
Yeah,
buddy.
you're right.
So
Yeah,
funny.
it is funny.
Yeah, I think this goes back to that's it.
It's not.
Matt,
Yes, sir.
What is it? When I do that, I'm about to bring another topic.
Yeah, hot take.
Another hot take on
What-
it.
There was a time in your life, because we've talked about it, in
Yep.
my life. I don't know about Aaron. Aaron's a little bit more down to realistic than I was 100%. There was 100% of time where I was trying to push pro. Could I have done it if I had nothing else going on and I fully committed to that? Maybe. Maybe. Don't shake your head like it's obvious.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan. Brought back to earth. When was it for you when you're like, not going to happen?
Yeah, well, I think was I episode 2 for you,
You
or
were.
something like
You
that.
were.
So I think I touched on this in that episode. Not
You
that
did.
everybody will have remembered this, but whenever you get into something that you can be pretty good at and get so much better that much faster, of course, you don't know. Like we weren't aware enough to realize, like, we got from 3-0 to 4-0 in this short amount of time.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's a
oh,
big
hell
deal.
yeah. I might as well try, right?
Sure.
But it was pretty soon on that it's like, this ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
This is slowing down. For me, it's a little bit different. Well, maybe not necessarily, but maybe to some. I've got a full-time job, my family at home. We're all in that situation. I was grinding pretty hard where I was taking literally like hours of vacation time in order to drill and all this stuff.
That's
But even while I was doing that, I think I had already come to the realization that like that's not going to happen. But I wanted to get as good as possible, right?
Yeah,
And so I'm thankful for that because I've gotten to a level that I'm pretty happy with.
Yeah, absolutely.
A level that I'm likely going to probably be around for the rest of time. I mean, of course, I'm hoping to get up maybe one more level.
Yeah.
But the reality is I'm not putting in the time and effort to
Right,
do
yeah.
that right now. So I'm very happy to just 4-0 and 4-5 and
100%.
cool with me. Like I'm over that whole. A lot of people I see videos online of like everybody who's like, oh, I'm a 5-0 player. I'm like, 5-0 player.
Yeah.
Let's be here.
Yeah.
Or whatever that might be. And
100%.
I've come to that realization. Like I don't mind. Hell, I'll go compete in a 4-0 tournament now. Like there was a time where I was like, no way in hell am I doing that. But the reality is I was a solid probably 4 or 5. Not that the duper said it, but like competing heavily at 4 or 5, and I'm still doing that when I enter tournaments.
Right.
But I'm not working hard enough to maintain that and probably to like win those, especially consistently. So like my ego has come far down to where it's like I just want to play. Like if I can compete, I'm not going to be sandbagging. Honestly,
Right.
like I mean maybe in a 4-0 tournament because there are some definite differences.
Yeah, you have some 3-5s that are trying
yeah.
to push that.
But
yeah.
like if they're 4.0 plus tournaments where
Right.
you know you're going to have some 4 or 5 teams in it,
Yeah.
those I feel very comfortable
100%.
going.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'll get some good games in. I won't feel as bad about playing the 3 9s that are in it.
Right,
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But, so it was pretty early on. I'd say there was like 6 to 8 months there where I was like, yeah, I'm going to try to do this.
Yeah. I mean,
It was
6
just
to 8
like-
months is a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
You kind of, I don't know if it was like that. Well, it was because you were taking vacation time to go drill, which is,
Yeah.
I won't even take my free time to go drill. So I should have realized it a lot earlier
Yeah.
that I wasn't going pro. Yeah, Aaron, was there ever the thought, you've been realistic. People will be like, you're going pro, and then you'll just be like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Type of
no,
thing.
I think honestly, I mean, to Matt's point there too, it's like you start out, you know, you're dog crap, right? And then you excel and you get good and you get good quick. And I mean, was there a thought in the back of my head that maybe I could compete at at one of those levels? Sure, but I was pretty realistic with it. You know, I've watched enough of pro pickleball to realize that there's not a chance that I could play, and that going to tournaments and watching 5-0 level like true 5-0s play,
And
then
those aren't even
it
the pros.
opens, and they wouldn't even make it into.
They're not even winning one game.
They
in
wouldn't even
qualifiers.
in qualifiers, right? Yeah. So like, I realized quite early once I started going to the tournaments and watching some of the higher level play that there was just not a chance that.
I do think that that feeling, even though it's very unrealistic, you can certainly put in the grind. I mean, and do it. People have done it, so it's not like it's impossible.
Yeah,
but it's not going to happen for any of us. We can all agree on that today.
Yeah.
Dylan's real quiet over there. No, I'm just kidding. But it's just the reality of it, right? But it is that kind of ambition and that
Senior pros over there.
yeah, that's right. Yes. And that drive that does get you to a good level, though. So it's like, it's not a bad thing to go through.
No.
Some people make it a bad thing where it's like, dude, you gotta chill. Like, no, this is not cool.
It's not happening.
But if you do it in like you're
happens,
working
happens.
hard, but you're not being a dick about it.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it gets you to a higher level faster because you're grinding to get there.
Yeah.
And then hopefully you eventually realize that it's not going to happen.
Right.
And it's like, okay, great. I can compete at this level and
Right,
I'm happy.
100%.
So,
Dylan, where are you at on this?
So I'm a smaller guy, right? So that's no surprise to anybody. So I learned at a fairly young age that any kind of athletic sport, whether it's football, dudes are huge, tennis, dudes are huge. Like at the highest level of almost any professional sport, dudes are huge.
Yeah.
So from the very beginning, I kind of knew. So I was very realistic, similar to Aaron, like and where I just kind of set a goal for myself of hitting 5.0, and then kind of reaching out and making relationships. I didn't really start playing pickleball because I wanted to be.
You just needed some social interaction.
Yeah, something to get me out of the house, and then it does hit that competitive nerve for me. So it's like, why not kind of set a goal for myself and see how close I can get.
Yeah.
And people see me pull up, little short guy, like. This
and he
kid ain't
balls
got
out.
nothing.
He
folks.
balls out,
Balls
absolutely.
out.
Yeah, dude,
Sure.
literally.
He's one of
Find
the
him
most
on bad
consistent
bounce.
ones here.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like it's nice to kind of prove myself in that sense, but I was realistic where I'm like, I'm not no Christian Alshon or Andre.
Right.
Ask you like
I have this weird habit. The two major hobbies that I have is hunting and pickleball. And what I do is I squeeze the absolute life out of both hobbies to try to make it a business. And last year I didn't hunt much because I was trying to figure a way, how can I make this a business? And I turned out I hated hunting.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing with pickleball. Like obviously we have the podcast and there's coaching because you can do that. But I'm talking about competitively, if I'm in the field, how can I be making money on my hobby that I love so much? And honestly, you ruin it. You really do ruin these things for yourself when you take it that way. Go have fun and figure it out as you go. You know, if I get better, fantastic. If I stay the same and I'm still connected with you guys, even better. Like for you, it was social interaction. Same thing with me. I need to be around people to enjoy things fully. Being alone for some people is what they need, but I would say for 95% of the world, you need some social interaction to be thriving at your best. I'm the happiest when I'm obviously my family at home, extremely happy. But like groups and stuff, you can be yourself. With this group, I can be myself. We can have fun. I don't really have to hide anything. You can joke about things. You make fun of me. I don't take it personally. You know, let's just.
we do that a lot.
Behind my back.
Maybe. No, I'm kidding.
Damn. It just, you people need that. We had a guest on last. He said it was great for senior folks because you have all this competition when you're younger, and then you reach an age where you can't be playing soccer, you can't be playing basketball as much, but you can play pickleball, and it's extremely healthy for older folks. It's just as healthy for us. We've gone from a generation that was always outside to now is always inside on a screen and stuff like that. And I'm not even trying to get into that, but that's just where we're at. Going outside is not as popular as it once was, and honestly, now the older folks get mad at the young folks for going outside, but they hate that generation that's on their phones too much. So it's kind of a back and forth thing. Yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that, but I think the social interaction, like you got into it. I got into it because I played so much competitive sports in high school. Yeah. Need that little bit of edge. You kind of lose a little. It's not. It sounds like I'm like, don't get anything from my family. It's not true at all. But you need that different side of. Right. You need to. It's proving yourself. It's what it is. You need to be able to prove that you can go out and be competitive and be athletic. I feel like I'd rot. I honestly do. There's nothing else to do. That's why. Here's another example. I played video games at a really high level. Yeah. I squeezed the fun out of it. I'd stay up 17 hours playing video games. Most depressing time of my life. Cue the music. You get out of that, you go, like, so many people, Aaron and I have talked about this. This is going to take a deep turn, and I really not trying to go that deep. But so many people will say, and I believe they are depressed, 100%. And people will 100% turn to medicine, or a doctor needs to fix this, or a therapist needs to fix that. And for some cases, that is 100% true. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the times, if you just change what's in front of you, go outside, get fresh air. I'm not saying that's curing you, but that is going to fix a lot of problems.
Come play pickleball.
Exactly. Yeah, seriously, go take a walk, play pickleball, do anything outside. It fixes a lot of the problems. So you just need a change of view sometimes. I know that took a deep turn, and if any of you want to add on to that, go ahead. I don't know if any of you were in that aspect. You kind of were.
Yeah, no, I'll touch on that a little bit. So that is definitely an important thing, but when I kind of first started pickleball, I was at a point where I was like, you don't want to go out and talk to anybody. You don't want to be social. You don't want to do anything. You just want to kind of sit in your bed and rot, whatever. Yeah. But it's kind of wanting to grow and kind of do something that's good for you. And that kind of helped out quite a bit, just getting in that mindset of wanting to be better. Yeah.
Because I can touch on that a little bit too. Because when I started my business, I started in 2020, and when I started, I was working 7 days a week. 12, 15-hour days, right? Whatever it took to get the business going, and always played sports throughout my entire life. And then one day I started getting into golf, then got into pickleball through my dad. And I was like, oh man, this is not. You start to actually have more of a social life versus, being so focused on money, career, things like that. So it's definitely opened up a big avenue, at least in my eyes, to not you need to have a little bit of a balance between work. 7 days a week is definitely not in a healthy standpoint. Right. Funny how I switched it over to pickleball 7 days a week. So. So I mean, to touch on that, I think, that's a big thing too. Yeah.
Maddie's probably the healthiest one out of here. All of us. He's like, I just did it because it was there.
Yeah, true.
Well, we've kept you guys long enough. We really appreciate you listening. We'll be doing more episodes like this. Rashad's got something to say. What do you got, Rashad? The camera's off, Dylan. That's what he's... Huh? Rashad, he's trying to plug his smoothie business. Juice. He's plugging it already. Do you actually have that marker? You guys, we've done this the last couple weeks. We have people sign this that haven't been on. We didn't have this when Matt came on, so we're gonna have Matt sign this before we go.
Oh yeah.
Here's this, Matt.
Thank you.
Get a marker over here. We really do appreciate you guys tuning in. If we didn't mention you on good paddles around here, it's probably because you don't have a good paddle. Sean doesn't have a marker.
It's all my fault.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll get it signed.
We will get this signed. It'll be off air, but he will have signed the ball. We really appreciate you tuning in.
We'll throw a picture right here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we'll put a
Yeah.
picture right here.
Wait.
Here we go. We got a marker.
Oh, but wait.
What do we got here, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, try it. Oh, that's a little marker, huh?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
Oh,
Trace,
yeah.
it's dry. Well, this is going to be signed 100%. Even if you don't believe me, check the Instagram. But we really do appreciate you coming in. Thanks, you guys, for coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, until next time, thank you much.
Peace.